Let's talk buying yeast in bulk and why you should be doing it. So first of all, I bought this yeast off of Amazon. I've been buying my yeast off of Amazon for several years now. And this is actually one of the pricier options on Amazon, and it is $9.54. They have some more affordable options as well. But if you are normally buying your yeast in that little 3-pack that you get at the grocery store, you're getting an astronomical savings. And I'll put them up here what the savings are. But this block of yeast breaks down to 54 cents an ounce. Whereas if you are buying that little 3-pack of yeast at the grocery store, the name brand is $2.35 an ounce. And the store brand is $1.43 an ounce. So this is a 335% savings. But you might be saying, well, I don't bake that much. Is this really a savings for me? So I did the math, and if you are purchasing 5 of those little packets, after 5 of those, you are saving money. So at 5 packets, that will give you 15 individual little things because they come in a 3-pack. After those 5 purchases, you are then saving money. You have paid for your big packet. So if you are somebody who bakes bread even just once a week, this is going to be a huge savings for you. Now, the next question you may have is, well, is this gonna last? How long will this bulk yeast last? Well, according to most places on the internet, yeast will last once opened 6 to 12 months. Closer to 6 months if you keep it in the refrigerator, and 12 months or longer if you keep it in the freezer. So you will have so many benefits. So first of all, you're getting the cost benefit that we talked about. Second of all, you are gonna have yeast on hand. So you're not gonna have to worry about going and getting more yeast or something like that. Second benefit. Third benefit, those little packets are not always what the recipe calls for in yeast. So those little packets are approximately 2 1/4 teaspoons, but not every recipe calls for 2 1/4 teaspoons. So some might call for more and you have to open a second packet and just use part of it. That's kind of annoying. With this, I store it in a mason jar in my refrigerator, and then I can just measure it out accordingly. So now we've talked about the cost savings. Just having bulk items on hand is handy. And third, it's just easier to measure out for your recipe. So now let's talk about actually storing it. So when the bulk yeast arrives, it's gonna be it's like a brick. It is so hard, and that means it's vacuum sealed. Now I have received yeast before that was not vacuum sealed correctly, and you will know it because this should be so hard. So if you receive it and it is loose, then it has been, I don't want to say tampered with, but it's not sealed like it's supposed to be, because this should be brick hard. So once I cut into it though, it is going to completely change. So I just emptied my last mason jar, so I'm going to refill mine, and that is how I store mine. It's just in a mason jar. And so I'm going to cut into this. And immediately it softens. It's no longer hard as a brick. All the things. So now it's soft, and I'm just going to pour it into this mason jar. I like using a wide mouth mason jar just because it makes it easier to get in and measure. So I'm just going to fill this up, and I'm just going to put a ring on it. And yes, one of these, this particular brand is 500 grams, so it's 17.64 ounces, so it's just over a pound. I think some of the ones I've bought before are a pound. I'll try to have both of the ones I've used before linked down below for you. But this is my first time testing out this one, but I think it's going to be good. It was top rated. And so I just put it in a mason jar, put the lid on it, and then I just store it in my refrigerator. Now, we don't reuse canning lids in my house, but I save old canning lids for purposes like this because I don't need it to have that pressure. I don't need it to get like a pressure seal. I just need a tight seal so that I can get in and out of it so that it's airtight in my refrigerator. So that is why I choose to purchase my yeast in bulk as a home baker. I just bake for my family and friends and things like that, but I'm baking more than 1 loaf of bread per week. And so this is a big savings and convenience in my house. And I think you should test out bulk yeast too if you are baking at home. And if you want to see some of the recipes that I use this yeast in, I have a Bake With Me for a Week posted in long form, and I'm always sharing lots of new recipes over in shorts as well. Thanks guys, see you later.